Peace, happy now. Now's the vibrate, of course. The monsters are the Christ energy. What have I told you in all the movies? The monsters are the Christ energy. Like in Transformers, you know, the the old school, on the last Transformers, that old school robot that was like, hey, we were gods, you know what I'm saying? Uh, Attack on Titan, the Titans. It's that Christ energy, the great old ones, and the Necronomicon, by H.P. Lovecraft, which is kind of like the father of all horror in essence. Uh, Apocalypse on X-Men, and I did a video on that movie alone a while back. But make it seem as a monster, but it's really the Christ energy, and that's the reverse psychology, in the subconscious programming in these movies. Talked about Batman versus Superman, where Batman on his fearful human shit. He on some, let me try to lock Superman up right now before he even do something. Like, I'm not gonna let Superman live his life because I'm so fearful. I'm fearful of what if Superman go to doing something that's, I feel is against me, And it's like, that's their fear. But again, this is all, reverse psychology, making the God energy seem like it's, evil, like in the little movie Kubo, with the guitar, and his grandfather being the moon god, but made the moon god look evil, and he was like, oh, it's all about humanity and staying here in the reincarnation cycle and never leaving this reincarnation cycle and staying in this temporary realm. Basically what they telling you without saying, basically. And again, it is some of us who are, these ancient energies reawaken, these titans, and this is a fact. This is not anybody trying to be better than anybody, and it's not no woe is me situation. So, but I was just gonna say, shit, with anything you learn in life, let's just put it like that, like, the more knowledge you have and the more awareness that you have, the more you're accountable, like starting off as a child, where you don't, put it like this, starting off in the early stages, you don't know, put it like this, you have the innate knowing, of course, that's what I want to say, but, as you grow, the more you learn, all right, now you, gotta know how to drive. Now you gotta know how to take care of things, because now you possibly could be, a parent, quote unquote, in that sense of it. That's why I was getting caught up, because I'm like, yeah, the kid, not the kid, the children, are those souls coming in, those new souls that's fresh without that untampering, they got that true essence and knowledge straight up. So that's why I was like, not saying that those fresh souls don't have the knowledge, just more so, again, the certain accountability level, that comes with the more you quote unquote know, in essence. Yeah. That's why I say, like, the ignorance is bliss. Because people who don't know about all these things that's going on right now, it's just another, in which and not saying that, those of us who do know are stressing out behind this or anything. Is just that aspect of, having that awareness and that knowledge, now gives us a certain accountability in the way we carry ourselves. You know, and to the lazy aspect of us, you know, it would seem harsh and hard because it's like, damn, I don't want to keep up or hold, uplift this energy as far as like, not uplift, but or it's harsh to have this much knowledge or to know, and let's say this much knowledge, but to know these things because it's like, well, it comes with the territory. You got a certain level of accountability. But back to, matter of fact, I smoke me that herb, so that's why I'm even slower on the draw as far as speaking. But I was watching some anime called The Book of YS. Matter of fact, shout out to this channel on YouTube. Matter of fact, this channel called Classic Anime, spelled exactly how it is. Classic, CLASSIC, anime. I like anime like the Tina Turner movie, like Eat the Cake anime. I like that anime. Anime like the cartoon anime. ANIME. That anime. So classic anime. That's a YouTube channel that has a bunch of class, and you'll see a recurring theme, and everything. And again, that's the reverse psychology. They got one called what it is, Bloodlust, or something about Vampire D. But there's this vampire that's a half breed, kind of like the story of Blade, somewhat, you know. And I say, for instance, the vampires are the ones that's seeming like they got the infinite life and things of this nature. Because another thing too, that's a flip side vibe again, like the monster aspect, you know what I'm saying, in essence, again, is the Christ energy, but then they take the parasitic energy and add it to that, like the vampirism, you know so it make it seem like, like these are the quote unquote bad guys or the evil, people, you know when the infinite life and super strength and all this, you know what I'm saying, belong to the Titans or the monsters or the giants or the Nephilim or, the great old ones, like but they flip the script with these different characters, and when you watching these movies, you know, again, the conscious mind is like a guard dog in front of the house, and the subconscious is in the house. And when something grabs like the conscious mind is a dog, so if something comes with a bone and like, here boy, in the conscious mind, like, and you throw it in the conscious mind, run after the bone, now that person that just threw the bone could walk on into the subconscious. And again, I always speak on that was the whole aspect with Get Out, her twirling the spoon around, you know, uh, twirling the spoon around to grab the conscious mind so she could subtly push the little programming, into the subconscious mind and drop that bridging into the sunken place, man. Snow start bleed. Ooh-wee. But, again, that's that whole aspect. And also, again, I spoke on this before, but while I'm speaking on it, always having that character torn in between, like, you know, that mixed breed, energy, like again, half vampire, half human, or half God, half human, that rather be human instead of be the God that they are, you know, and see like how Blade, in essence, rather be human and extinguish the God energy within them, aka the vampire. But again, they make it a vampire. They put the parasitic energy that they are, in essence. And when I say the parasitic energy, uh, that's not saying that the human energy in general is parasitic, either. It's more so now when but the aspect of them trying to make you, again, feel like the humanity is the end all be all, so you could think that your temporary existence, because even though everybody may not be the quote unquote Titan energy, you know what I'm saying, or these great old ones, you know, uh, you still could, break yourself out of this reincarnation cycle. Hence why we putting in this work. And when I say putting in this work, that this is for ourselves, and what we signed up for, on the sole purpose. But as far as like doing our inner work, but then a lot of us, uh, in essence, come down here to teach and help others, learn. So as we lay the blueprint of how to, get out of this motherfucker, this information could be taught from here on out. Like we basically in essence like laying down biblical, quote unquote, for what people could reference, But like, we laying down this spiritual, this soul information, this universal truths, you know, so this could ring out for generations, you know, just like in the stories of the Bible where so and so, spoke of this and handed down, or the what it is, the group, the Levites, or the group of Levi and the tribe of Israel, which the 12 tribes is the 12 zodiac signs. It's all astrology. You know, I digress. But yeah, we expressing these things right now, because this is, laying that foundation. But again, all those little reverse psychology aspects, you know, and now, and this how awareness works. Anybody watching this video now who didn't really even know about this, or whether you didn't have a clue about it or whatever, and it's in obvious other situations too. I mean, just the fact that you got a movie called Gods of Egypt, and it's all white, quote unquote, white European, whatever you want to call it, characters, you know, and that's where the reverse psychology come in, because it's like, oh, you racist for bringing up the fact that these people are lying. The horn, the triple blue on that. Number 3, communication. It's like, yeah, just be more aware. And now these movies are gonna be flooded with these themes. They about to come back out with the movie Dune, and that's another thing. They about to start coming back out with movies to re you know re-finesse them in essence, and change things up, and hence the Lion King, and also things to pull on the nostalgic strings just to get you to pay attention to something other than doing what you got to do. That doesn't mean don't watch movies. I mean, to each his own on your growth and how you deal, because again, you want to step into that realm, being knowledgeable of the subconscious realm. And I got videos I got a whole playlist with videos speaking on the subconscious that you could go check out. That's basically it. I was allowing for something else to come into my awareness on like a different movie example, but for the most part, in general though, like, anything speaking of the darkness, like, oh, it's the dark, and they've been social engineering that, again, making everything I spoke on that, anything connected to being black or dark is like, be scared, but while Aleister Crowley and all these other people work with that energy and know what's up, scare you away from it, tapping into that Kundalini energy, with that serpent energy and scaring you away from it, you know, calling by calling like, these oppressing energies reptilians, so you could be scared of some reptilians and in essence, uh, giving away your energy, you know. Remember the Naga serpents. But no, I digress. That's basically it. And I don't want to drag on this video any longer than it needs to be. And just that awareness, again, in most cases, the monsters, the dark beings, or these monsters gonna arise, Because I was watching something else called, matter of fact, on this classic anime channel called Psychic Wars. And it's about these monsters arising, you know, and then this man gets psychic powers as he's to battle these monsters. And basically what they do is take, the same essence of one being and split them between, two different characters. And again, that's what creates the confusion, especially when you step into it not knowing what the hell going on. But that's basically it. Yep. Just making sure. Yeah, that's about it. He-Man, Skeletor living in the serpent tower or whatever, making that look bad, and that's really something that's, again, that's the Kundalini. But I digress. But again, and it's this Lionsgate energy, y'all. Like these downloads coming through, even if you don't want them, like on some shit. I think it probably would be a such thing as you saying source. I don't even want to say it, but like if you didn't want any of these downloads, you still gonna get them. Let's just say that. It's coming through, but so, and as I'm saying that, make sure you affirming like higher self. I want to open up all the, I want to not say all the, open up with all the information that's beneficial to my soul growth right now. I would love to, get downloads with a tremendously high level of clarity. May I receive these downloads with a tremendously high level of clarity, or, these downloads I'm receiving have a tremendously high level of clarity. I am grateful. I am, that's one of the key words, grateful. Is a very, already affirming it. Like, I am grateful for that apartment I have. I'm grateful for that car I have, I say that fake it till you make it, but not in that sense of it, but but that's basically it. Peace. Happy now. Now's the vibrate, of course. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past.